Casita Bakery is one of Deltona's newest restaurants, with its grand opening in October of 2015. It is a bakery with a great assortment of fresh baked pastries, both sweet and savory. But don't think the menu is limited to light fare. There is a good selection of soups and sandwiches, a few that are unique to Mi Casita. And the name Mi Casita, which translates to My Cozy Home, really says it all in describing the hunger-satisfying recipes. A true down-home style of Caribbean cooking, with many of the recipes being handed down from generation to generation. And the person calling the shots in the kitchen is Gamaliel Santiago, or Gama for short. In this episode, a Puerto Rican quesito, fresh and hot, fried yuca and plantain chips, and Mi Casita's Cuban sandwich, with its fresh roasted pork shoulder and pickles prepared on site.
Gama, you guys also make your own yuca chips and plantain chips here at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, so show me how you do that.
So first we buy the yuca fresh, local too, and then we just peel it.
Okay.
Real simple.
And that's just a vegetable peeler, so it peels pretty fast, pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty easy.
And yuca, that's it's like a potato.
It's like a root vegetable.
Yeah.
Some people call it casabe.
Okay.
So there's a lot in Miami. And Kissimmee, in the Caribbean too.
Yeah.
Nice starchy, also a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
That's why I like the yuca. So after you peel it real nice,
Yeah.
you go to the second step
Okay.
and you slice
And this is
it. This is a mandolin.
okay.
It's expensive, but real good too.
Okay.
So,
Especially if you're going to slice something that you want consistently thin slices, or all the
Exactly.
same thickness. Okay.
yeah, you want to be consistent, so you just go like this without cutting yourself.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and I can see. Yeah, I see how thin they're coming out.
see, so that's like
And
that.
you're letting them go into water.
I let it in the water, and I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of crushed garlic,
Okay.
so you get the nice garlicky flavor. So you see,
Yeah,
nice.
they're really thin, but they're the same thickness.
the same thickness
So when you fry them, they all fry at the same time.
at the same time.
Okay.
Not something more, something less, and
Yeah.
overcooked. So that's the yuca.
Okay. And the next one is the plantain.
And then the plantain. So we just go like this.
And also I guess it's like kind of obvious, but okay, plantains the skin is thick, but the
Yeah.
way that you're cutting through this with the knife is pretty sharp.
Exactly.
So the point I'm getting to with the sharp knife with the mandolin, this kind of leads back to what you were saying before, that you work for a sushi chef.
Yeah, I was training with a sushi chef. He was a 10-year sushi, still working. Right now he's working in one of the top 10 sushi restaurant in America.
Okay.
So that's really neat.
So tell me about being a sushi chef. You
Yeah.
say that 10 times fast.
Sushi chef, right? Yeah, it was an awesome experience. A lot of discipline,
Yeah.
a lot of cleanness, a lot of knife skills, a lot of sharpening. Like, I will bring my knives and he will touch it and he will be like, not good enough. I'm like, wow, I gotta do it even better. But it's awesome because when he left, I was practically taking over with another guy that also taught me. Really, both. It was an awesome experience.
So they taught you, really, it's like the advantages of knowing how to sharpen a knife, because a lot of people don't think they know how, and why you want to have a knife that's that sharp, because you let the knife do the knife does the work when it's sharp, right?
Exactly. And then the meat is even better. You don't oxidize the meat, the product too.
Okay.
Because when the products oxidize quick, it means your knife is not sharp enough.
Because it's crushing it instead of slicing through.
Like herbs, like lettuce, all that stuff, you're crushing it, you're not cutting it. So that's why it's really important to have a sharp knife.
Okay.
So
And this guy goes through the mandolin also, right?
mandolin also, you do the same. So I like to do it like a little
Bit of an angle.
bit better at an angle, of course.
Yeah, and again, I can see the slices are falling out,
Exactly.
and they're all, the same thickness.
Same thickness, like that.
And this is the same type of water that has a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic, and nice and thick. Nice and thin. There we go. There we go.
But so the thickness is all the same.
Exactly. So nice, consistent.
Okay.
So that's really nice.
So then, once they're in the water, do they have to soak for a certain amount of time, or do they?
Not really.
You can drain them pretty quickly and then fry them.
The plantain you can do pretty quick. The yuca, you can do it also, preferably let it drain because it has so much starch.
Okay.
You can almost make milk with yuca.
Oh, really?
It has so much starch, so much white. So the less carbs, the less starch, the more crispier. It's like potatoes. Man.
Okay, now that's interesting. I didn't know that's why you can wind up with something that you think it's gonna be crispy, but it's soggy.
Because it needs to be less starch, the less carb it has, the more crispier it will get.
Okay, so like with potatoes and with this, is they letting this, and the starch will draw out if it sits in the water.
Exactly.
Okay, and you don't need it so much in there, but here it's more important.
Here more important, yeah,
okay.
of course. Yeah.
So you have the chips sliced, they've been drained. So now the next step is the deep fryer?
They'll deep fry it, to get them golden brown delicious.
And those are the plantain?
These are the plantain chips.
Okay.
Look at that. And here's the yuca. The chips. So now we just deep fry it.
Okay.
Move it around so they don't stick.
Yeah, okay.
Do the same with the yuca.
Yeah. Now, how long do you let them cook?
Usually I let them cook for 1.5, 2 minutes or so.
Okay, and they cook about the same amount of time?
Exactly, both, yeah.
Okay.
Get it nice and crispy.
And you'll see the color?
Yeah.
That'll be your indication?
Exactly, the color, and when I touch it with the tongue.
Okay, if it gives you resistance?
Then you know it's crispy.
Now, if somebody wanted to make these at home, like in a frying pan, or like, could they do that? Now granted they have to be careful.
Yeah, they can. I recommend to buy a thermometer.
Yeah.
And then buy regular vegetable oil.
Yeah.
And then put it to 325.
Okay.
And when you get 325, you deep fry it.
Okay.
And the same, just shake it around with the tongs.
Yeah. Make sure that, like you said, they don't stick.
They don't stick together, and then it will be nice and crisp. So now they're ready.
Okay.
Just grab it, rinse it a little bit. See the sound?
Yep. Crispy sound. And
crispy sound.
Now, you season them while they're still really hot.
Exactly, while they're hot, because that way they stick together.
Okay, so the seasoning will stick to it?
Yeah, exactly. And then you just try it.
Okay. We'll keep these hot.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. Really crispy.
Nice, crispy, crunchy.
Oh, real good. It's like a flat tostones.
Exactly. So then you get the yuca.
The same thing. You season it while it's hot.
You see when it's hot, and then you try it.
Okay. There we go. There. Okay, come on. Oh wow, that's good.
Nice, crispy.
A little bit more bite to it. That's good.
Yeah.
You guys prepare a lot of your own meats here at the restaurant. So what do we have here?
So in here we have the pork shoulder.
Yeah.
This could be like the right side of the pork, right there. So what we're always looking for is nice skin, nice fat.
Okay.
And then like 6 to 8 pounds.
Okay. Now with the skin, that gives you like a second, second product, right?
Practically, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people throw it away. We eat it. We put it in the meat. We make our famous chicharrón.
Okay, so chicharrones come from,
This is right here, the chicharrón.
Okay, cool, very good. So now, how do you season this guy?
So practically really easy. So we don't go too crazy. We clean it. We clean it. We make a couple holes.
Okay.
And we put garlic teeth.
Okay.
I do it this way.
Yeah.
That way the garlic, it's inside the meat.
Okay.
And it's not burnt. Sometimes you burn it, and when you burn garlic, it's like bitter.
Yeah.
You don't want burnt garlic. So a couple teeth of garlics. Nice amount of salt.
Okay.
You want that flavor to come out.
Yeah.
Nice amount of black pepper.
Okay.
Nice amount of mixed herbs.
Okay.
Seasoning.
That's let's see. That's
It's a double
adobo.
chon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a double chon. It's from mostly Hispanic use it.
Okay.
It's good for the porks and turkey. So you season also the skin.
Okay, yeah, the chicharron.
The
Yeah, because you
chicharron.
want to make sure that that's seasoned also.
Exactly. So you want to have a nice flavor on the chicharron. And then you just turn it around.
And you season the other side too. You have to do both sides.
Yeah, the whole area, the whole pork shoulder.
Okay. Now, once this is seasoned, then it goes into the oven.
It goes into the oven. It will go for at least 6 to 7 hours. So this goes early in the morning.
Okay.
So that way it's like practically melt.
Okay.
Just-
And what would the oven be set at?
it will be set at 300, very
Okay.
low.
Okay, so low heat for a long time.
Exactly.
That way,
exactly.
you let it like you said, it's like it falls apart.
It falls apart. It's just when you bite the sandwich, it's just it's nice and easy and melting. Really good. Beautiful.
Well, that looks good.
That's what you're looking for, nice and
Yeah?
crispy.
Okay.
That's what you call our chicharrón.
Okay.
So here we go. Take it out of here.
Crackling.
It's cracking, right?
Oh, that smells wonderful.
Oh my god. So a nice
It smells
meat,
really good.
a nice chicharrón. You wanna have a bite?
Pedacito aquí.
Yeah.
Hot. Ooh. That was good.
Nice and crispy.
Tasty.
And nice off the bone. Just comes out of the bone real quick. Very nice. You start
Now you just pull it apart.
pull it apart. That's it. Look. Oh my god.
It looks like it wants to fall apart just by looking at it.
You right? See, just
And now, and this cooks, like you said, 300 degrees for 6 to 7 hours.
6 to 7 hours. Because that's what you're looking for. Nice and melty, nice and warm.
Now, here at the restaurant, you're the lead chef, right?
Yeah, I'm the head chef. I developed the menu. I developed the concept, the idea. The name was a family. The whole family decided on calling me Casita because that's like your house. You
My
feel
house, your
comfortable.
house.
Yeah, yeah.
Agama, one of the other sandwiches that you said is really popular is a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, so show me how you fix one.
All right. So after we roast the pork
Yeah.
and we shred it over nice, put it in the flat top, put it in the griddle. So we make it really warm.
Okay.
Then we warm our ham.
Okay. So Cuban sandwich, I guess like the critical ingredients, roast pork and ham.
Yeah, roast pork, ham, the Swiss cheese, pickles, and
Okay.
mustard.
Okay, now with the pickles, tell me about those, because,
Yeah, what's cool about it is we make our own pickles.
yeah,
So usually how we do, we buy 10 cucumbers,
yeah,
we slice them by hand.
yeah,
We make our brine. Our brine has water, apple cider vinegar, sugar, turmeric, celery seed, and mustard seeds.
okay.
So you got that nice combination. They're sweet. They're
Yeah,
not too
because I was gonna
strong.
taste it, it didn't have a real briny taste to it, but it was kind of a mix of sweet and briny. It wasn't real sweet like a sweet pickle, but.
Yeah, so that's what's nice about it. It's my recipe. I came up with it.
Oh, so
There's- yeah.
those are, so Gama's pickles, okay.
That's Gamma's pickle, practically. I should call them like that. Yeah, Gamma pickle. But no, so there's many recipes, but that's I
That's
came up with that
cool.
one just to make it sweet, not too brine, not
Yeah.
too strong. Even kids can have it and they'll like it.
Okay, so then you're heating up the roast pork, you heat up the ham,
Yeah.
and with a Cuban sandwich, typically I've always seen them that they're pressed or they're toasted, right?
Yeah, you either press it or toast it, yeah, the same. So you get that nice, crunchy and melt and just press all the ingredients together. When you bite, it's like they're not everywhere. They're together.
It's all.
It's
in
all.
one. And with the meat, you're just like heating it up right now, right?
Practically, yeah. Heating it off because it's been roasted, it's been cooked. So now we just assemble it.
Okay.
Then I put cheese on the ham. nice and melted.
Okay. And it's Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese, yeah.
Okay.
Some places they put Gouda, but
That's interesting.
yeah, typically it's a Swiss cheese.
But you don't put, you wouldn't put like a cheddar cheese on it because isn't that kind of strong?
Yeah, it's too strong for it, and this is like a Miami thing, you know?
Okay.
So, you know, they have sweets, they have ham, they have roasted pork. Hey, Cuban sandwich. So nice. So that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we put our homemade pickles.
Uh-huh.
Really nice. And then we put our homemade mustard too.
Oh, homemade. Okay, now, how do you make your own mustard?
Well, what we do is we buy the ground mustard,
Yeah.
and then we put vinegar,
Yeah.
a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey, because ground mustard is really strong.
Yeah.
So to reduce the heat,
Yeah.
and then we put a little bit of celery seeds, and then you mix it, and that's it. You let it
Okay.
rest, and you put a little more vinegar, and that's it. So here we go. Boom.
And then when you put the top bun on, and now it's going to go get pressed. And how long does it press?
Press for like a minute.
Okay, a minute?
Not much. So we go over here.
So that's a finished Cuban.
That's a finished Cuban, yeah.
Okay.
So now we just, after it's been pressed,
The bread sounds nice and crispy.
yeah, I can smell it really nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks cool. That looks wonderful. As you can see the roast pork, you see the ham, the pickles, the cheese.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So it's really hot, so be careful.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit on the hot side. Oh, good. That was really good.
Nice combination. It's a little strong, the mustard, but it's not too much.
The mustard has just enough of an enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
And it blends with the pickles because the pickles have a little bit of sweetness to offset the tartness. I don't want to lose that. Caliente.
It's hot.
That was
yeah.
good. That was really good.
That's the best way to have it. Really, really hot, nice and fresh.
Spring, summer, winter, or fall. Typically, we're doing yard cleanup. Sometimes that yard cleanup is a small chore, like mowing the yard or raking the leaves. Other times, it's a major project, trimming dead branches, pulling up dead shrubs, cleaning palm trees. All in all, it can make for a big pile of yard waste. So when you're ready to take the yard waste out to the curb for pickup, a couple of things to remember. Leaves, grass clippings, small branches, you can put those into a bag that's 30 to 33 gallons in size. And remember, the weight limit is 60 pounds. Larger branches and palm fronds, they need to be cut so they're 4 feet in length. And then you should bundle them together so that way they don't scatter when they're put out to the street. And with the larger branches and fronds, remember the number 6. No more than 6 inches in diameter and no heavier than 60 pounds. When you gather all the yard waste, you can now take up to a total of 16 bags and bundles to the curb for pickup. Together we can do this, Deltona. Trash. It goes in the bin.
So what we start is put a little bit of sugar
Okay.
on the table, and then we put our puff pastry on top.
Okay, now puff pastry, explain what that is, because some people may not know what puff pastry.
It's something simple and difficult at the same time. It's
Okay.
just a mix of flour, egg, and lots and lots of butter.
Okay.
So you make a dough, and then when you have the dough, you put butter, you fold it,
Okay.
and you
Roll it out.
roll it out. You put more butter, fold it.
Okay.
And then you start making layers and layers and layers of
Okay.
flour, of butter and dough, and that's how you get the puff pastry.
Okay. So when it's
That's why it's puff.
yeah. So when it cooks, I guess the butter kind of like helps it rise.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's puff pastry.
So
And
that,
you have sugar on one side.
So sugar on one side, sugar on the other.
Okay. And this is just regular granulated sugar.
Regular granulated sugar. Right?
Okay.
So after you get sugar,
Okay.
you roll it out a little bit.
Okay. And that's kind of like it pushes the
Pushes
sugar
the
into
sugar
it.
in there. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Now this quesito, is that kind of like a traditional dessert?
Yeah, it's a traditional dessert from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And then there's many ways to do it. You can roll it, you can fold it,
Okay.
but it's just mostly cream cheese. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes they put guava too. So,
Like pasta guayaba.
Yeah,
okay.
like pasta
okay.
guayaba.
Okay.
So that's really yummy too. But the popular one and the typical one is cream cheese.
Okay.
We beat
And
the
that's what
cream
we're
cheese with
doing now.
sugar.
That's the one we're gonna make.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we fold it. So that's about what you're looking for.
Okay.
After that's done,
And now you're gonna cut it.
exactly. We're
Okay.
gonna cut it, and it's better a pizza cutter,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
much easier. So you go here,
Okay. So you
Boom.
wind up with.
6 pieces.
Okay.
That one came out a little off, but that's
All
fine.
right.
This guy has better luck.
Okay.
So now simple, you know. After
Yeah.
you got your squares, you can fold it a little bit more if you want.
Okay. Now, when you cook them, how long do they cook and what temperature in the oven?
You cook them for like 15, 20 minutes
Uh-huh.
at 325.
Okay.
Because you want the cheese to be melted, you want the sugar to crystallize, and you want to have nice size
Okay.
and puffy and golden brown too.
Okay. Now, this is cream cheese. Now, you're telling me before that it's not just regular cream cheese, that you do something special with it.
Yeah, with the cream cheese, we beat it,
Mhm.
and then we add sugar.
Okay, so you sweeten it. Okay.
Exactly, sweeten it and it makes it fluffy.
Okay.
And it's just easier when you make your quesitos.
Okay. And you have that in is that a pastry bag or is that just like a baggie or?
Yeah, it's a pastry bag.
Okay.
Regular pastry bag. You can find it, you know, in the supermarket.
Okay.
So I use a little bit of water just
Okay.
to.
And that helps moisten the.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you just go one fold, right, and then go like this, and then you go like this.
Okay. So you pull, you
Pull
give it a
it,
stretch.
And
Okay.
then you want to have. There you go. And then that's your quesito.
Okay.
Fold it like that.
Okay.
So you do the same over here. You can use this one.
Okay. The lucky guy.
The lucky guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the lucky guy. Look at that.
Okay. Now, I notice the amount of cheese that you're putting there. I guess you want to be careful of how much you
Yeah.
put because you don't want it to like.
Pop out, yeah.
Okay.
You want to keep it inside the quesito, inside
Okay.
the puff pastry, you know. So like that. Fold it once.
And then you tuck it into the sides like
tuck
that.
It in, yeah.
You roll it. You stretch out that tail.
The tail. And you want to go like that. That's a really nice quesito right there.
Okay. And then, like you said, they go into the oven for.
For 15, 20 minutes or so.
Okay, at 325.
At 325.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the finishing product.
Mm-hmm.
Our very, very popular quesito.
Okay.
See, like I said, nice golden brown, delicious, nice and puffy.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese inside, and at the end we put a glaze of honey,
Okay.
and that's it. You can cut it,
Okay.
eat it, the whole thing. It don't matter.
Let's give it a shot.
So go for it.
Ooh, yeah, you can see with all the different layers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mmm.
See?
Very good. Oh yeah.
Nice
Really
and
good.
creamy and sweet.
Real sweet.
Yeah.
Pastry's real delicate.
Mm-hmm.
Now honey adds a good touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Mmm.
So you guys what you want, and let me see.
Very good. It's like a cheesecake you hold in your hand.
They're addictive.
for watching, and stay tuned to Deltona TV for more great bites. Oops.